Hi, welcome to another Interstellar Prime update video. Today we're going to be covering quite an exciting feature, which is virtual reality support in our game. So let's go ahead and load up. So I'm just basically recalling the last saved game I have. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the automated teller right here to access our Remnant City Bureau of Spacecraft. So I'm going to go ahead and select the pressurized module, and I'm going to look for this particular one. It has a space big enough for me to put multiple things in there, multiple furniture in there that I can walk around in VR with. So I'll go ahead and purchase this and do a customize. And I'm going to make this into a module where my VR experience will kind of allow me to just kind of look around, have things to look at. So this is what you'll need. Basically a VR module. So I'm going to go ahead and put him right over here. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a bed, bunk bed. So now this is where you can save the game, obviously. And also will allow you to house two more crew members. And I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about that as I do this. So now what I'm doing is I'm basically creating a hangout place, or kind of like a crew area where, you know, like when you hire your crew later on in later updates, their morale will be affected by the things that you put in your ship. Like, for example, obviously you're going to need the bed in order for the crew to sleep in, and you're going to need some kind of plants and stuff like that just to, you know, keep everybody, or keep everything looking nice and stuff like that. So, and they will have points. So it's basically inspired by The Sims, if you remember playing The Sims. So, and of course we're going to add a lot more furniture into the game, so you can actually have a fully customized ship. And this is just, by the way, just the beginning of what we have here. So these are free. They're basically used furniture. If you see here, free pre-owned furniture. See there. So there's my module. This I would basically make this a crew module with just one VR station and a bunk bed with sleeping two, and also some plants and a couch. Alright, so I'm going to save that again, and I'm just going to go ahead and look back here with my ship construction system, and I'm going to see what I have done previously. Oh, I actually, in my last save, I actually created something. So I'm going to go ahead and modify this. So I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to put him in back to the hangar, and then basically I'm going to go back in here. It's going to come back inside the hangar, so I can actually modify it. So I'm actually going to create or modify this to be something else. So I have the option to sell, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just simply going to modify it. So I'm going to make this a Robo repair shop. So I'll keep the chairs and stuff here, and plants there is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing out. I'm gonna place them back here, and then I'm going to grab some more Robo bed. So this is where I can actually do repairs on my robot and stuff. And a little bit about that. So obviously right now there's nothing except for just aesthetic at the moment, but in later release, what these robo beds gonna allow you to do is it's going to allow you to program and there's going to be a regular maintenance for this that's required. You will have to have a crew that has a good skill that can also be leveled up as a mechanic skill. So basically, to kind of sum up what I was trying to say is that you can actually have crew members with kind of skill points and skill set that is that can be leveled up, if that makes sense. So, and for maintaining robot, you're going to need a special skill. So basically, in the storyline in Interstellar Prime, the rogue AI and the artificial intelligence it's a big fear and a big no-no. So what RoboCorp, the biggest corporation in the Interstellar Prime story here, it's basically it's there to make sure that the singularity doesn't happen again, where the robot rise up against humanity type of deal. So anyway, that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and put him right here, and I'm gonna put this guy right here. Anyway, back to what I was saying is when you um, have service droid, I mean, there's pros and cons. The pro is that robots don't sleep, robots don't need to eat, robots don't really need anything besides energy to operate. However, in our game, the downside is that they could turn against you if they come in contact or get a signal from the rogue AI that's out there. So I mean, you'll discover more in the story mode. For now, I just don't want to spoil anything yet. But actually, it's just another long story short. It's just basically when you have the Robo Bay, and although you can control your robots, you will not want to have it unchecked. You will need those beds in order to basically do anything with them. So anyway, I'm gonna make another crew thing here. Just basically have something to look at right here. Oh, that doesn't look good. Let's put it right here. That's fine. All right. All right. Let's send him out. So I have a full ship to walk around in VR. Basically, that's what I'm doing. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you feel free to skip around if you want. So I'm just basically gonna buy another module, and then put maybe a couple plants in there, and then send it out to the shipyard. And then I'm gonna basically assemble everything. I'm gonna save every step, and I'm gonna get this guy, the smaller one, kind of see where I'm going for here. Actually, let me think. Actually, I'm not gonna get this guy. I'm actually going to get the other module, which is this guy right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one out. This is the... Let me just walk through and just kind of talk to you. Some of you that's already playing, you probably know what this is. This is basically a suit locker module. This is basically a module where it's basically an airlock, yeah. So you can actually get in and out of the spaceship, of your capital ship, through an airlock. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this, and I'm gonna add that to the side of my ship. So let's send it out. So how that works, by the way, is that you can actually play Interstellar Prime as a non-combat way, and you can do, well, I mean, you're gonna have to fight eventually, but like in order to do upgrades and to survive, really, it's just not really not really a whole lot to say there. But I'm just gonna go ahead and put this module right here just for now. Alright, so basically what I was saying is that you can actually play Interstellar Prime in a way that you don't really need to go do spacewalks. That's what I'm saying. You can just play it as a trade. You can just trade. You can just do, you know, non-combat, non-EVA stuff. So therefore, you won't need to have a depressurized module, because basically what it allow you to do is it allow you to go in and out of the ship without having to be docked into a space station like this. Anyway, I'm just kind of rambling here. I'm sorry. If you've seen my other videos, you kind of realize that I do that quite a lot. So, you know, I'm not really a pro speaker here, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put the control console here, and what this allow the player to do, if you already have this game, you would know what this is. This is just basically allow you to control the capital ship, access the ship functions and stuff. So you can have multiple ones just for looks, or you can just have it so you can actually assign more crew. Back to what I was saying earlier with the crew, this game, the intent of the game development is that in the gameplay experience, you would come to be, it's like The Sims in space, but with combat and stuff like that. That's really the goal, with an RPG element, and in the way that you would actually feel attached to your crew members. I mean, not in a weird way, but like, you know, you kind of like Tamagotchi days, you know, like you kind of feel attached to your little pet. I mean, kind of the same idea, but you kind of get what I'm saying. It's basically, you know, you can manage your crew, and you don't want them to die, and you know, your crew will upgrade and get better and better and better in performing your ship functions, and make your operation goes a lot better as you upgrade. So with that being said, you can actually assign crews to man the ship, and basically there's going to be an upgrade system where each crew will have the stats of their experience, and that they can level up and so on. Anyway, enough of that. Finally, I'm going to go ahead and take the turbo tube, which is pretty much Turbolift, but I don't want to use Star Trek's term too much, so I'm just kind of call it turbo tube. This is basically a lift system that kind of takes you around places. So now I didn't have to walk all the way through the viewing deck and so on, so I can just come zap right into to the ship dock. So here I am. I'm going to go ahead and go through this pressurized clear tube, and in the game it's basically coated with anti-radioactive type stuff. Anyway, so I'm back here. Here we are. Here's the stuff that we made earlier. I'm going to go ahead and save, and here's the moment of truth. I'm going to go ahead and take the VR station. Before that, I'm going to take you for the ship around here. Here's my Robo Bay and other couple modules I have. Come out here. This is my my suit locker for the air pressure, the airlock module, and here's another kind of empty crew module here, and of course my console controls. Anyway, I'll add more furniture later, but just wanted to show that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get into VR. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and enter VR. Now what I'm doing is I'm gonna put on my VR headset, and I hope you can see what I'm seeing here. It's kind of zoomed in. You know, 2D VR is never ever can never ever do any justice. So anyway, now here I am. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Oculus thing here. Anyway, I'm using Oculus, by the way. If you can see, hopefully you can see here. I'm not seeing my screen right now. I'm just kind of inside the VR. But in the screen it just say that please put on your VR headset. So, but in VR headset I'm really in VR. So, and this is basically the character. He's basically in VR. So the idea is that when you're actually in VR, you're basically controlling one of the droids, or so that's really the idea. So here's my bed, here's my couch, and so on. I'm gonna go ahead and walk around. And by the way, you can teleport just by clicking on the the right thumbstick, and apparently it doesn't work quite right. Oh, here we go. And anyway, on your left hand or left controller, but you don't see it in here in the VR. Left controller, the thumbstick is kind of like basically lets you walk around. All right, and here we are. Here's my Robo Bay, and obviously I have to fix something here. So basically, what I have here is my robot. Kind of here you go. He's hope you can see here. In VR, I can actually do this, but I have to fix the collider. Yep, I need to fix the collider. So apparently I forgot to put the collider onto the bed correctly. So, but anyway, now I can look in my VR through my VR headset. I can just basically throw him around. It's kind of cool doing this in VR and just kind of being your own environment. But anyway, I'm just gonna kind of manhandle him around. What's up, buddy? And just kind of walk around. And there's me. And I'm going to just kind of meandering around and look at the stuff that I built. And this is the pressurized module. It's kind of cool looking out the window. The frame rate is not bad at all, and I'm actually running on my laptop. And this is out there. I don't know if you can see this, but from that, I'm gonna show you a little hack here. So if you can actually look through it and you can see out, even though you can't walk through it, but you can actually do just kind of cheat your VR away a little bit. And here we are. This is the Captain's Bridge. There's a Thunderbird, and I can see the Remnant City Shipbuilding Facility sign there. And yeah, this is really nice being in VR. I hope you guys have a VR headset so you can actually take advantage of this. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. It's been I don't know how long it's been since I started making the video. Anyway, okay, I think I forgot where. Okay, I think I know where I'm at. So I'm gonna go back here and to the module where I have placed my VR stuff. So here it is, and this is how you exit the VR. Just basically, if you see my hand here, and there's a little button, and I just basically push the button. And then in my VR headset, it's blackened. So it's black in my VR headset, and I can just put it down and then come back to the quote-unquote reality. And in the reality is basically where I have my character control. I'm going to go ahead and when you do a VR, basically when you do that in Oculus, if you're using Oculus or even Steam, when you might already have like a remote window or a virtual desktop, whatever. When you do that, what's going to happen? It's going to how do I say? It's going to hijack your mouse. So you might have to press escape a couple times and so on. But anyway, I'm back here, and notice the frame rate drops a little bit if you look on top left, and that's I think that's something that we're going to work on. But in order to fix that, I mean, it's not really that bad. I mean, I can still play it pretty good, but in order to really get your frame rates up, you're gonna have to unplug your VR headset, and then you're gonna have a prompt saying, "Hey, you wanna restart or you wanna quit Steam VR?" Just say "quit Steam VR," and then your frame rate will jump right back up to where it was. So that's something we're gonna work on. It's basically what it's doing is that the headset is actually still on. It's on standby. So that's why it's taking some of the computation um, power, and that's why the frame drops a little bit, but it's not nothing too hateful. So anyway, now I'm flying the ship. Um, on my screen here, just the 2D mode, or not 2D, everything's 3D, but you kind of know what I mean. But anyway, I'm gonna go back out, and I'm just gonna show you one last time that you can actually do VR in your ship, and the outside of the ship, it's still basically the same view. Alright, I'm back in my ship, or not ship, the VR mode. You can toggle on and off the VR using just basically this module, what I'm looking at here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take out here, and there's Remnant City. That's like the rock. I'm gonna go ahead and look out, and basically I have to yeah, basically this is Remnant City, and oh, I can see the other modules right there. Let's go ahead and just basically I'm gonna wrap it up. You kind of get the point here. And if you're running to colliders, that's just basically, I don't know, it's really too hard to explain. It's just basically something to do with Steam play area, and your actual collider of the character controller is kind of offset from your actual where your head is at. So because when you move around, you're basically stepping away from your body collider, and that's why you're. Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up, but in case you're wondering why you run into colliders and not like this, so I'm supposed to be running collider, but I'm not. But that's because I am kind of like offset from the true um, origin. That's just one of those things that I think Steam really needs to look into. But anyway, the 2D screen does not do justice at all. I really hope you have a chance to try this in VR, because it's pretty awesome. And like this is something that I've always wanted to build my own spaceship, pretty much, and then walk around in it in VR. So here we go. You can get this for $10 right now on Steam. But anyway, as we add more capabilities and when it's out of early access, the price will be going up to $30. Even then, $30 is nothing to get all this capabilities. You get the the story mode. It's going to have 8 hours of really rich story, really well researched science fantasy, and basically unlimited amount of time you can spend in the sandbox mode. So I think that's a pretty good value. Anyway, hope you support this game just by telling your friends. And hey, like less than a McDonald's meal. You can have this game for people's years worth of work and passion in the game that is we really want to make a game that it's like next level, that kind of thing. So we're combining all kinds of things. Anyway, we don't know how much we're gonna want to put in the VR. At the moment, it's just a ship tour, really, and a simple interaction, like with a robot and stuff. Okay, that one just went nuts there. All right, but yeah, you kind of get the idea. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get back in reality here. Let's where, okay, there's my module there. I'm gonna go ahead and exit VR. All right, it's been fun. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you made it all the way through, thank you very much. And I'll put the description to the game. I should should be doing that, like the store page and the Discord channel, of course. So we take all kinds of great advice from there, and it's a really fun community to be a part of. So I highly encourage you to join our Discord server and be a part of our awesome community. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.